With all what's going on in the world right now, what do you think will happen to house prices over the next 10 years? I'm going to answer that question in this video and share with you some historic house price information which I believe will tremendously increase your confidence about the growth prospects of your property investment portfolio. Let's have a look at this table on my screen here. It's provided by the Halifax Building Society and is presented in terms of the different UK Prime Ministers. It's a snapshot back in 2014, so that's 2004 to 2014. Now I know that was 7 years ago, but it doesn't matter. The trend remains the same, and that's what I want to get across with this table. An understanding of the UK house price growth trends. So it shows a house in 1964 valued at £10,000. Harold Wilson comes into office October 1964 to June 1970, and during those years prices increase on average 6%, taking the £10,000 house from 1964 up to June 1970 to £14,500. Edward Heath comes into office for 4 years. During those 4 years, we have double-digit growth at 24% per annum, more than doubling the house price during that period to 34,280. Harold Wilson comes back in for a further 2 more years. We have 7% growth per annum. James Callaghan comes in for 3 years, and during those 3 years, property prices increases from 39,000 to 61,549. Margaret Thatcher comes in for 11 years from May 79 to November 90, giving us 12% per annum growth. More than tripling house prices during that period. John Major comes in for 7 years, and there's very little growth happening during that 7 years, just 1%. Tony Blair comes in for 7 years, back to double-digit growth and 12% per annum, more than doubling the house price during that period. And from 2004, and that is up to 2014, as I said a little while ago, but it doesn't matter. You can see the trend in growth here of house prices. Just look how many years we have double-digit growth on average. You may remember, or your parents may tell you about a period in the 1970s and 80s when mortgage rates were over 10%, and they say you do not want to own property when inflation is so high. You do want to own property when inflation rate is so high, because it's the inflation that appreciates significantly the value of your property. Yes, mortgage rates are high also, but as experienced investors like us, and we read the market and know the property cycle, we know when those periods are coming, and we fix our mortgages for a longer period, say take out a 5-year fixed mortgage. So that will help keep our mortgage payments relatively low compared to the inflationary high variable rate. And we benefit at the same time from the inflation significantly increasing the value of our property. So don't be afraid of inflation. Just safeguard your mortgage payments by taking out a fixed 5-year mortgage. So going back to our original question at the beginning, where do I see property prices increasing over the next 10 years? Well, over the last 85 years, prices have increased on average by 7.9%. I think with all what's going on now, over the next 10 years, it's more likely to be between 6 to 7% increases. But I personally like to model and encourage my investors to model their return on their property assets at about 5%. 5% keeps you safe and secured. You've built in good protection. Yeah? Do your own research. Look at the historic house price data, calculate your numbers yourself, and pick a investment return that suits you. For me, it's 5%. Hope you found this video useful. Please subscribe to my channel, where I'll be sharing some more information on how you can become financially free through investing in UK buy-to-let property.